Welcome to Troggy Trog's Let's Play Dungeons and Dragons Online. Let's see, I need to update you guys on where I'm at now. Look at that plat, 300,000. I basically doubled my plat. I sold 3 small Ebron shards separately on the auction house, and basically doubled my plat that I already had. You know, I wasn't really going to use the small ones. The medium ones are, to me, the more valuable ones, and the going rate for small Ebron shards was astronomical, I thought, so I undercut everyone by half and just posted them on there, and within like 5 minutes they all sold. So you know, that's what happens when you get freebies. And Three Barrel Cove is a really good spot to get small Ebron shards, so if you're ever looking for them, or any kind of Ebron shard for that matter, purple bags out here do drop Ebron shards, and it's one of the rare spots in the game where that happens. And I had 3. I had some from previous quests, and I think I got 1 out here, so 3 total. Anyway, let's go ahead and start Prove Your Worth. This is a very roguey quest. It'll be a lot of fun. I even have a cheat sheet for this one because there is a... Ooh, this has changed a lot. Different music, I'll have to say that. In fact, let's not sure if my inventory thing's working or not. Let's see if we can get this to work. Whew, that music's awful. I generally like the music in this game, but this is ridiculous that the volume's like 10 times louder than any other quest, and it's just really annoying. It's like the same loop over and over again.
Orc captain of the ill fate stands before you.
It's just like cheesy synthesizer junk. I don't know. Okay, this is a thumbs down for the music for this quest. It's awful. Anyway, at least I think it is. So they changed this quest obviously because they made an epic version of it, and when they make an epic version, they just gotta throw away like all kinds of stuff. They gotta throw out the music, gotta throw out the narration, and change everything around. Anyway, basically what we gotta do is
the trial will be treacherous.
Make a run through this quest.
Be aware of every step you take.
Okay. Does it open up all? Yeah, okay, it's up here. This is locked. This is like the end door, basically, when you get to there. And remember my old saying, always check the entrance, because there's always, you know, seems like every other quest, there's always something to do there. They, something about Turbine or their designers, they're really stuck on this pirate theme, and I like pirate stuff, I do. I mean, I think the, you know, pirate theme's good, but they kind of overdo it in this game. It's like there's a point where they have the Crystal Cove. It's multiple times a year, and there's really nice loot in Crystal Cove. Don't get me wrong; it's a kind of a pirate festival thing, but it's just a little overdone. I think the music is really kind of annoying. Three Barrel Cove's music is kind of annoying too. It's okay if you're not out here too long, but it'll grate on your nerves after a while if you're anybody like me. Especially this like oompa oompa music. It gets old real quick. So we may even go to the options and turn it off. I have it on 1, like that's the lowest setting it can go before it goes down to 0, and you can't hear it, and it's still extremely loud and annoying to me in my headset. And this is nothing like the rest of the game. The rest of the game is fine, you know. It's just this one here. Anyway, there's a lot of traps in this quest. We're gonna be on our guard, and we might not even run with our what you call it, our, I'm trying to think here, the freaking, alright, we gotta turn this music off. I can't think with this music. The the health gloves. We'll probably run with those off. This music's gotta go, man. I mean, the blades noise is more musical and has better rhythm than that music. That's how bad that music is. You can actually just follow that, you know, you just walk with it. I just decided to go around it because, you know, I'm silly like that. We won't grab the rest of that stuff, but I do want to check for it. This is one of those quests that may actually test how good our our search is, because I'm not even using my search items. So I'm gonna go back to the other side and do a little check, because we had that one that we spotted pretty easily, but you know, silly me, I didn't have my my search item on, so just want to give it a good search, make sure there's nothing else here. I've done this quest many times, but like I said, this is the first time I've been in here since they changed it. So I'm just going to play it safe and just be a little extra cautious. Get our spot item back on here and get away from all that noise. But like I said, that was those blades churning with those spikes going up and down is more musical than the actual music in this quest. Like, it sounds more like music to me, and it's obviously not music, but that noise is more pleasant to my my ears, sadly. That's how bad that music is. Whoever...
You have dismantled the rusty iron defenders. This is sure to be the first of many surprises.
Yeah, see, then I got a different DM. Why did they do that? It just really annoys me. There's no reason. It's the same dialogue. You know, it's just like, oh, let's get a different voice actor in here. It's like, you know, like they could have saved their money and just hired a better music designer. I don't know what you want to call it. The guy that designs the music, but the music director, I guess. Oh, it's just terrible. It's a shame because now I don't have any music playing. I like the music in the game, you know. Most of the music in the game, the original music in the game, is really nice. Sets a good mood. It's creepy. Kind of sounds like it seems like a 1970s horror movie flick or something. And then you got this music for this quest, and it's like, who came up with that crap? Alright, let's we're gonna have to keep switching back between these helmets, sadly, because you know how things are with gear slots and being a rogue. Let's try this again. We had a spot right back here. It's funny, I do hear like kind of a little bit of an ambient noise. That's interesting. I'm not spotting anything over here. Let's get back over here. So I'll go back to our spot item and let's just walk around a little bit. I don't want to use my click keys if I don't have to. I'd assume it'd be on this side. Ah, I'm getting tripped up here. That's all bad stuff over there. Okay. Now, if you look in there, that's the puzzle room. That's where I have like a little cheat sheet set up because I couldn't remember. It's been so long. We used to do this stuff like, you know, like the back of your hand. You just run these quests like every life and sometimes multiple runs, and you would remember a lot of these things. I'm gonna do one more search here just to see if we detect. I'll probably maybe hop over here and see if we can detect anything. I'll go ahead and use my... I think there is a shrine in here, so we'll go ahead and use one of these and do a search. Yeah, we're not detecting anything there. Do another one here. Yeah. I think for normal, my stuff's pretty good. Most of my search is almost in the high 20s, almost 30. So we should be alright. Yeah, I don't think if there's anything there, we would have seen it. I think, you know, that's one of the things about being a rogue is sometimes there's traps that don't have trap panels and some that do. And yeah, if you don't know where they are or forgotten where they are, like I have, it's like, okay. It's best to play on the safe side, you know, and just triple check. Especially if you're trying to go for the the bonuses. How's it going, Dougie? Hopefully we'll get some more Eberron shards out of this deal. I want to get a medium one, and the small ones you can get like experience pots. Basically, they give you like a 10% bonus. Oh, that was 3 shots of that thing without hitting it. Just not even. I don't even think it was like registering. But anyway, small Eberron shards. Probably the most sought after thing you can get from that is the 10% bonus to XP. You trade in and you get like a potion that gives you a 10% bonus XP for like 3 hours or 6 hours or whatever. And then that's okay, but there are much better experience potions in the game, and I don't need experience potions. I'm already holding levels, so I'm just like, whatever. You can have your experience potions. I'm not on a 3rd life, and we're running these on normal, so it's not a big deal. But you know what we should do here is, it'd be fun to do. That was my 40% is not too bad, I guess. Oh, that was cool. This might try a few times to work, but I'd rather waste some charges on this and not waste my my clicky. Ooh, look who it is. So, there I am wearing my health gloves again. It's just weird playing a quest without the music. I always play music in this game. Like, I like most of the music in the game. It usually sets the mood right, and the audio levels are proper, so I don't have to like shout to the microphone to hear myself talk. But this is just terrible. Yeah, I've had to critique this quest, but they changed it. Some things I like. Some of the changes. I do like some of the changes they made to 3-barrel code, but this quest, no. So far, I don't like any of the changes. I don't like them changing the narrator, the Dungeon Master narration, the voice actor. I mean, there's no reason to change it. It works. It sounds good. It's like they almost like don't like the guy who did all the old narration. But there's a lot of new people running this company now. And Turbine's DDO department is actually probably thinned out to a skeleton crew at this point. They've been around. The game's been out for almost 9 years, and you just have to assume that eventually the game's gonna like all games, go away. It's gonna eventually end. Like all good things, it must come to an end, kind of thing. And it's probably on the skeleton crew at this point. That's what I'm guessing. And we'll do a little search here, make sure there's some traps. I don't think there is. Okay. But yeah, I think they. Well, I noticed that even I had a bug that happened in the game like on Christmas Day a little while ago, and I know that they normally had people on Christmas working, even up to probably about a year or two ago. But that's no longer. They don't have enough staff to cover that now. Usually it was a skeleton crew on Christmas Day, maybe like 1 or 2 admins or whatever. But they usually had admins, as far as I remember. I used to play, on my days off or on a holiday or like Thanksgiving or something, or 4th of July or whatever. I would play the video game, and there would be admins there if we needed them. But yeah, I must have done away with that. I mean, I know that they're down to kind of a skeleton crew, but they also have kind of this game down to a science.
An intricate system of ladders leads up the shaft. Agility and physical endurance will be paramount in overcoming this challenge.
I said they've kind of built the game up to a point where it's they've developed a science to how it this is I'll give you an idea what we're doing here. That's where we're going. That's where we've been. And this is kind of tricky. You know, what I do is I get my target orb, and I look up, and then I jump over and I grab. So I use the target orb a lot. Some people don't, I guess, when they play the game, but I always use it. I like having the target orb. I don't like necessarily seeing the target orb, but you kind of have to have it. And I don't think there's anything there. And then you have to kind of jump over again. It's easier to do the ones that are back and forth, I think, than these side-to-side ones. But yeah, you just put the target in the middle of the rungs of the ladder, and then you, as long as you got feather fall, usually okay. Yeah, this is a long way up. Anyway, and you see you can't grab that one. You have to kind of grab the ones that you have to fall to it. So you want to jump onto this one. Anyway, talking about the science of they've got this game built up basically. I won't call it perfection, but they've got it pretty well done. We're gonna break these just to get our ransack. We'll look up and see. I would say we want to jump onto that one there. The hard part about jumping on these ladders is catching the ladder, obviously, because you have to jump over the ladder that is by your feet, or you'll walk down. If you press forward, you'll actually grab the ladder and start climbing down. So, the one that was on the floor that we were facing. Oh, great. Oh, good. Got it. It's a little tricky. I mean, some people probably got this down pat. It's been annoying, so I'm kind of rusty on all this stuff. But, yeah, I think they've got, like, how they make quests in this game down to kind of a science, so they can use a skeleton crew of designers to kind of make new content. And, they've probably got it figured out, so, like, okay, a template, basically. They have a template for making these games, is what I'm trying to say. The sad thing is that the creativity level has dropped, diminished, because they're kind of just using a template now to make every game, rather than, creating something that's kind of unique, I think. Now, that's not always the case.
Your muscles are worn and weary from the ascent up the agility trial, but you must proceed.
But like I said, that's not always the case. I mean, they do have some creativity, even now. It's just that I think they don't have a team. The
stench of sewer fills your nostrils.
They don't have a team of really creative people to work together, like they used to when the game was flourishing. And it's still a good game. There's still a lot of people playing it, but I think it's kind of like a regular group of guys now, rather than they're probably not getting a lot of new players into this game, like a lot of new blood. And the same with the developing of the game. Oh yes, it's warforged. I hate warforged. Kill them all. What's wrong, guys? Now see, that's kind of a weird design right there, right? Like, I'm swimming. It's so deep I can't even stand in the water, but they're running through it. It's kind of funny. We'll have to look at it. You
survived the warforged ambush. Now the constructs cease to exist.
Amen. I wish all constructs would cease to exist in this game. Anyway. Oh, man, I'm so biased. Yeah, I'm a very opinionated player, I guess, because of that. But see, this is deep. Like, okay, right here, I was able to walk a little bit. I think it's just on this little grate here. There's like a little nub you can kind of get a footing on. But they came in and ran after me, and I'm swimming, dude. I can't run from that. It's too deep. It's kind of like, weird. Maybe warforged are just taller, or they're made out of metal and wood and stuff. So maybe the wood part of it floats. I don't know.
The floor opens up to reveal an elaborate obstacle course.
Hey, there's my DM.
One wrong step could put an end to the trial.
So why don't they use that guy's voice? They replaced a lot of his dialogue. I don't get it. He's still got dialogue in here. Obviously, they must, like, the voice actors must charge by line or something, or by word, and DDO, the Turbine, didn't have enough money to pay for all the changes to the narration, so they're like, well, we can afford a couple of lines, but we can't afford all of it. Oh, I hate you, warforged punks, so much. All right, let me Oh, I'm just looking to see what I have here. I don't really want to use all my goodies like that. Those potions I went on the daily dice roll recently, they give you like 30 back initially, and then like a little bit more. Oh, good. We get to do this room right now. Weird. I don't remember. Okay, never mind. I thought there were boxes up here yet. I mean, they were on the
A
other
series
ledges.
of levers and traps dot the walls, the floor, and the ceiling. Only your wit can solve this conundrum.
Let's try to make this a little easier. This, we'll have a couple dud cast here, but you know, at least we'll get this to work. And I don't know what's faster. All right, fine. We'll use this. Gosh, I'm just dudding. This is like 60% now, I think. What? Where was the animation for that? Oh, yeah, that's funny. Oh, boy. I am really failing on these rolls. I mean, it's over a 50% chance. Alright, let's shoot this up there. There we go. See, what I'm trying to do is save myself time from using my bow and shooting at every single one of these darn things. Let's see, let's aim it right about there. Aim that one right there in the middle. This thing will work. Gosh. It's a 40% chance when the buff is not running, but I should just drink my heroism pots if I have one. Okay. The heroism will actually give you a boost to your skills. Alright, that's good enough for now. I'm looking for more Eberron shards. I guess I'm being picky on, you know, like the game. You guys watch these things, you're like, man, he's always like ragging on this game. But I'm just like a perfectionist kind of person. I'm always nitpicking at like imperfections and things. Like, you know, there could be, things could be done better. But I know this game doesn't have the money. Like, they don't have the staff or the money now. I don't. You know, it's kind of a. I think this game is basically a skeleton crew that's of the designers and developers now. I mean, they used to have a 24/7 number too. You used to be able to call, or at least, I would say like a like 9 o'clock in the morning to, or 8 o'clock in the morning to, you know, maybe like 10 o'clock at night type of toll, not a toll-free line, but they had a number you could call to talk to quality assurance people or GMs, admins, that kind of thing. And I think it's only open like maybe 8 hours a day now, if that. It might be even 6. It's like, it's, you know, and it's only like Monday through Friday or something. I mean, it's like it's limited now. I could be wrong on the specifics, but it's much smaller. What the point is it's a much smaller time frame that they have. Like, they only have like maybe like 1 or 2 people that are there to answer the phones now, rather than like, you know, 12 or 20 or whatever they had at one time. So anyway, I'm just rambling here, but okay, now is the time for my cheat sheet. Now, if you look up on the ceiling, there are all these levers and pulleys and triggers, and there's actually like little, see these things, these little like icons, the heads will shoot little darts out, and the darts will hit they'll trip the little targets, and then the targets will open, and then you'll see, like, you know, some of these are locked behind gates, so the targets can't get hit until you get things aligned. And then you also, if you get these things wrong, these doors, this door I should say, will open up, and the adamantine dogs will come out. So yeah, that's interesting that this is here. Neat. I didn't even see that there while we were looking. So, and again, I'm not spotting anything, but if we need to get out, we can just hop over that. Hopefully, you know, we'll have enough jump to do that, and then, you know, if we had to, we can go out that way. But all right, so what do we have here? We have, you see this little, they're very simple floor puzzles, not tuzzles, floor puzzles. And I'm going to look now. The way the wiki has this set up is you look north like this. This is north, and when you're looking north, you'll have 3 of these like little rune tiles you have to set up. basically this one here is going to look like this. And you see that activated that one up there. This one here will look like this. There we go. And then this one here will be facing down. Huh. So, okay. Yeah, those are set right. Now, you have 3 levers there and 2 levers here. The red levers, the green levers, and then these are green levers here. You have to do this in a sequence, and it's timed, so you have to kind of move, you know, to each one. So this is number 1. So we'll pull that one first. We're going to pull the red one second. We're going to pull this green one. This is like the reset, I think. That's 3. Then we're going to go up here and we're going to pull this one. It's 4. Then we're going to go here and pull this one as 5. And that should be it. So it's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just running through it so you guys can see the process. So it's 1, 2.
Pulling this lever fires a dart high.
The other components
3,
in the room return to their
4,
initial state. This appears to be a reset
5.
mechanism.
That should do it, unless we did it too fast.
The challenge was no match for your sharp wit. The portcullis rumbles open.
Yeah. If you were to like sit there and try to figure that one out on your own, it would probably take a while unless you're really good with like puzzles or something, like you get an aptitude for that kind of thing. But it's kind of like, you know, initially you're just pulling levers, trying to, you know, trial and error, see what they do. So I didn't want to spend like an hour here trying to figure it out on my own. So I like looked up in the wiki. And like I said, I've run that one before. I kind of knew the system, but I didn't remember the order of these. I kind of knew what these, you know, how these face, but I wasn't sure on this order of the green and red one. So I wanted to make sure I didn't waste too much of your time. All right, so we want one of these, and we want to keep moving. All right. And epic, this is probably a pretty fun class, I would imagine. As long as you got the person with the skills, you know, to do the traps. They're probably pretty hard DCs on an epic elite.
You hear a metallic clanking from behind, coming closer and closer.
It's a big dog. Excuse me. Mr. Doggy, I'm gonna go up here and fight you. Because I think it's just a smarter way to fight. You know? It's a melee critter versus a ranged critter, right? Yeah, green-haired ranged critter shooting a melee. I can sit here all day and pull arrows and shoot because I got this conjured arrows, so not a big deal for me, old Iron Sights. Thank you very much, so. Alright. Q-spam that by accident. Alright, ready?
A sweltering wave of heat washes over your body. Rackham's Inferno will take precision and cunning to overcome.
I probably shouldn't shoot all those yet. But some of these you need to like jump up on. These are underneath, so not a big deal. Alright, so when we came in, we detected traps, so let's go ahead and do a search and see if it's just the flames or if there's trap panels. Let's go down here. Oh, okay. A little laggy there. Just a little bit. I can't remember how to do this, so I'm just gonna hop around and pull levers. I seem to remember that you just have to pull levers. Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. What we'll do is go around. There we go, now I'm spotting something over here. I seem to think that there's like a trap panel all the way on the back side. There's like one here and there's one back there, maybe a third. That. That's good to know that I roll a 1. That's alright, we're spotting here. Oh yeah. These I want to make sure I do right, so I'm going to go ahead and just use my skill boost. I want to say there's a couple. There's one on each side. Oh, get the right gloves on first. Let's get the spots back on. Saving that one there because I don't have a jump boost and I figure I can jump up on top of this one and maybe grab up. It'll let me grab the ledge. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, there's some darts. Alright, so we're going to search here. There it is. Check over here, make sure there's nothing here.
You have weathered Rackham's inferno. A few burns and sweat coat your skin.
I don't want to climb all the way up. Alright, these are off. I'm just turning these off because they make a lot of noise and the noise kind of annoys me. There's a timer. It's like a video game. You know, just a straight up old school like Mario Brothers type of game here. Alright, there's one over here. Whoop, that one almost got me. I thought that turned off most of them, but there's still a couple. I already turned that one off, right? Yep, it's already facing down. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back over here and get those 2 barrels that we need to bring, or crates. I was just using those to like jump off of if I needed to, without having to use a jump click here or something. Alright, and let's see, that one, and then there was a barrel back here. Now this shrine you can save, unless they change how this quest works. You should be able to save this, and then if you have to, like we can, if we really need a shrine, we can resort to using a clicky and we'll be alright. Go ahead and we'll be alright. I was thinking about using up a potion, but I don't need it. they've got ladders here. They might have redone this so it's easier to... Oh, here we go. Now we should be able to detect this trap through the wall. Oh, by the way, you know, there was a time when you couldn't jump in stealth in this game. You actually had to break stealth to jump. So, like I said, the game's gotten easier with time. Like this. And some of these design decisions were pretty good. I know I was knocking, you know, the music earlier and some of the how the game's designed now, but you know, overall, I mean, it's still a really good game, and they're not doing a bad job at designing it. It's just, you know, I wish they would consult a better music director for some of these, and I wish they would stop redoing the you know, the voice narratives. You know, you don't need to redo the voice actors. You know, the voice actors are fine. It's actually a nice little repeating crossbow for someone who's getting ready to run a quest with a lot of undead in it, especially like wraiths and stuff. Okay, just gonna keep. See, this is the thing. I keep, you know, I keep checking my gear because, you know, there's always some silly thing you have to do. Now, if you look, you know, like we have these big jumps to make, and if you don't have enough jump, you know, you can't make it up. So that's what I was saying. Like, you know, like I don't know if I have enough jump without using a buff, but it's just something that you need to be aware of if you want to go back to the shrine, you know. So this door, I think, opens automatically when you get to it. Okay. Can we close that? I'm just curious. It's blocked. Okay. Now this is the guy we need to talk to, but before we talk to him, I thought I'd sneak in here and look around a little bit. See if they change any of this. This poor Meeble, he's a little kobold that they're gonna make walk the plank, right? And obviously there's doors down here where so something will come out. So
Penzance, first mate of the ill fate, motions for you to come over and speak with him.
I saw Meeble move. Let me see if I can still interact with him. Okay. Ooh, the other way. Alright, so let's go ahead and get one of these. And I think we'll be alright. So you made, okay, I'm not going to do the whole getting in the voice acting thing here because he's talking like a pirate. And he knows it's all going to be broken English. Well, the next challenge be the test your knowledge of the things, lingo, or the lingo, I don't know. 'Tis important to talk like a proper buccaneer. Other buccaneers will see starboard through your facade and kill you. Okay, whatever, of course. You want to be a shipmate, and that be the way ye talk. Come on, you do better. I'm about to lose it here. I be ready to talk the pirate, take the pirate challenge, sorry. Much better. Here be your first question. When ye plunder an innocent's ship, what be the first thing ye orten to do? I'm gonna bluff him and say, Yar! Yar, mighty good answer there. Thank you. Yar! Where did you learn to speak like that? I picked up the Yar! Are you sure you ain't already a seafaring sort? Are you wanting a swashbuckle? Oh, see, this is where they say, like, no, can we talk about it? Actually, yeah, I do want a swashbuckle, because I don't want them to make him walk the plank, and I certainly wouldn't mind killing all these guys. So, yeah, sure. Because I don't think they're going to be that tough. In fact, I have an idea. Oh, they're immune to that one. Alright, fine. I love when they die. It sounds so pathetic when they die. I love going warforged. You need me lessons. Let's continue the challenge. So, alright. Bring some more out then, I guess. Don't worry. You're gonna be free in a second. I'll make you free in a second, buddy. I just hold on. Let's just see what's going on here first. This guy just disappeared. I'm freeing you then. Alright. I'll protect you, don't you worry. See, they're trying to fight me on this plank, but they can only attack one at a time. And I'll just... I wonder if he's, Oh yeah, take that. How did that feel? How long is that gonna last? Oh man, 2 minutes and 20. This is great. You got cookied, punk. You got cookied. I cookied him. Give him my stone. So yeah, now this goes back to over here, right? And we don't have to go down there quite yet. Let's talk to Meeble again, if he's still around. No, he disappeared. Oh, I guess that's it then, yeah. Alright. Time to skedaddle. Let's make sure we got our right gear on again. I don't want to go walking through traps and everything. I know there's probably a couple more traps up ahead. I think, I'll do one of these. Okay. I'm probably taking this quest way too slow for most of you guys. Come on, hurry up, Trog. Yeah. I end up talking about game theory and developing and silly stuff like that all day long, and so just playing a game. But this is a good quest. I just, like I said, I just wish they didn't change the music and the narration. That's my two big gripes with it. You know, everything else seems to be working. It seems very similar to what it was before, so I don't think that they've changed much. Up for spotting. Let's see what we're seeing here. We're spotting some more. Let's see what we got here. Oops, I just wanted to see if I could spot, not search. Search here. Just making sure. I noticed I got mail. It's probably it's probably you know, the mail in the auction house. I've been buying like these little things and put them on the vendor to make money, but then I got to thinking about those small Ebron shards, and I was like, I should really do that. So.
You survived the gruels of Rackham's trial.
Okay, so we made it all the way through. I think we got all the bonuses, right? Onslaught. There's probably something else we could have killed, maybe, but this is on normal, so. Interestingly enough, I'm not seeing any kind of end reward, which I can't remember if there was one or not. It's been a while. Maybe we could run through this real quick. Oh, okay. I'm not seeing anything, so the only thing I thought I would see would be, you know, little things that came out of the barrels here. That was about it. And I don't know. I think there's options with the dialogue with that Meeble and that pirate back there, where you're in Yar and all that. And there could be optional ways to do that. I wasn't really concerned about doing it one way or the other. Anyway, so that was Prove Your Worth. And
a small building stands curiously alone in the center of the cove.
I think we'll go ahead and just do a double recall. And we'll go see what kind of reward we get. The crimson key drops to the ground. Alrighty. Whoa. That's weird. That recalled me all the way to here. Okay. I don't remember being recalled back to the tavern like that last time, but okay. Maybe I did. I thought it was going to recall me out there. Okay. Oh yeah, we can turn our music back on now. Although this music is sort of annoying, but it's not as bad as that one, man. This was, I think, around 6. Oh, like all the music's off now. It doesn't play anymore. That's alright. Dirty fingers. Just his name. Here be your loot. Okay. Alright, maybe. You know, I was thinking, like, I really don't need the third piece of this set. It does give you the water, the underwater action, the water breathing, basically. And that's really all that matters, you know. So this binds the character on acquire. It is a scimitar. Maybe. I mean, it's an anarchic. We don't really have an anarchic weapon. We don't have anything that really does cold damage, so maybe. Let's see what this other stuff is. Shock longbows, nothing's fancy. Well, it does 2 to 8 instead of 1 to 6, huh? It's a little better, but I mean, mine does draining, so you know, I'm looking at this and that is nice, but it's not like exceptionally nice. It's like it's okay, you know, but and I don't care about the repeating crossbow, so we'll go ahead and take the impressive trophy. Haha, guild is leveled up, yay! So we'll go ahead and reset this, and that was the end of Prove Your Worth. And I think I'm gonna do another puzzly type quest next, which is Ghost of a Chance. Wrong thing again. I do that too many times. Ghost of a Chance, I think, is the next quest I was thinking about doing. Yeah, Ghost of a Chance. All right. Cool. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with me. I hope I don't offend anybody too much with all my ramblings about the game and how I wish it would be a little different in certain areas. But I still like the game a lot. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, there's a little love-hate relationship going on here and there with the game, but overall, it's a really good game. So if you really like Dungeons and Dragons and want to see how it plays out in a video game form, you know, by all means, make a character on DDO and start playing. You know, the dice rolls. And in the combat, and for every single action you do, there's basically a dice roll, so it's a lot of fun. And a very rare thing to see in a video game. So, cool. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and stay tuned to the next episode.